The power of saying no, understanding boundaries. Boundaries are the limits we set for ourselves and others. They protect our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Boundaries are essential for healthy relationships and a fulfilling life. When we don't have boundaries, we can feel overwhelmed, resentful, and taken advantage of. Setting boundaries is about recognizing our needs and limits. It's about having the courage to say no to what doesn't serve us. Saying no can be hard, but it's a powerful act of self-care. When we set boundaries, we create space for what matters. We protect our time, energy, and values. This allows us to show up as our best selves in all areas of our lives. Remember, boundaries are not selfish. They are an act of self-respect and a gift to ourselves and others. Drawing the lines. Types of boundaries. Boundaries come in many forms. Understanding them helps us set stronger limits. Physical boundaries relate to personal space and touch. Emotional boundaries protect our feelings and well-being. Time boundaries manage our time and availability. Intellectual boundaries protect our thoughts and beliefs. Material boundaries involve possessions and finances. Professional boundaries define our workplace limits. Real-life boundaries, practical examples. Let's bring these boundaries to life with some practical examples. Physical, you can say, I need some space right now if someone is standing too close, or I'm not comfortable with hugging. Emotional, you can communicate, I'm not the right person to talk about this, or I need a break from this conversation. Time, you can set boundaries with, I can't make it tonight, but let's schedule something for next week, or I'm unavailable after work hours. Intellectual, you can express your boundaries by saying, I respect your opinion but I disagree, or I'm not willing to discuss this further. Material, you can maintain your boundaries by saying, I'm trying to stick to a budget right now, or I'm not comfortable lending money. Professional, be clear with statements like, I'm only available until 5 p.m. or that task falls outside my job description. Section 4. Speaking your truth. Communicating your boundaries. Setting boundaries is a skill that takes practice. Here are some tips for effectively communicating your limits. Be clear and direct. State your boundaries clearly and directly, leaving no room for misinterpretation. Use I statements. Use I statements to express your needs and feelings without blaming others. For example, I feel overwhelmed when, or I need some time to myself because. Be assertive, stand your ground, and don't be afraid to reiterate your boundaries if necessary. Be respectful. Communicate your boundaries with respect, even if the other person is not happy with them. Be consistent. Consistency is key. Enforce your boundaries consistently to reinforce them. Remember, setting boundaries is not about controlling others, it's about taking care of yourself. Section 5. Holding the line. Dealing with pushback and guilt. Not everyone will be happy when you start setting boundaries, and that's okay. Here's how to handle pushback. Expect resistance. It's natural for people to resist change. Be prepared for pushback, especially from those used to you not having boundaries. Stay strong and calm. Stand your ground and reiterate your boundaries calmly and assertively. Don't over-explain. You don't owe anyone lengthy explanations for your boundaries. A simple, this is what I need, is sufficient. Manage guilt. It's common to feel guilty when setting boundaries, especially with loved ones. Remember, you have the right to protect your well-being. Seek support. Surround yourself with supportive people who understand and respect your boundaries. When you hold your boundaries, you teach others how to treat you. You demonstrate self-respect and create healthier, more balanced relationships.